Okay, I'm sure you guess who our artist of the week is. Well, everybody calls him Ruggedman. But
he's a Nigerian.
Do you know his real name? Do you know his real name?
He must have Aru.
Aru? What is Aru doing there?
Where did the rugged come from? If he's not, if he doesn't have Aru in his name.
His name is Michael Ugochukwu Stevens.
There is no Aru.
Gary is silent because it's not there.
Please, where did Ruggedman come from?
Good morning.
You think you're rugged?
Me? Well, I don't think I know. But the thing about it, it's not about the look. It's about the mentality. It's about the, you know. And then, okay, funny thing, how the name Ruggedman came about, it was when I was in secondary school. Back then, rap was a hobby at first. So at first it was sole MC. Because there were so many MCs back then, MC Ren, MC Yellow, MC this, MC that. But when it was getting a bit serious, I just thought to myself, okay, you need to try and be a bit original. You need something that's yours. So I think thinking about how, for you to survive in Nigeria, you have to be tough, you have to be rugged. That's where the rugged came about. Then the man part of it came from comics. I love comic books. So Spider-Man, Iron Man, Superman, Batman, then Ruggedman. Dun, dun, dun. I just never got around to creating a comic.
You are a rapper, not a comedian. So what is all this?
I'm not going to watch. For those that don't know, that means not one road lead to market. I do everything. Even when I was coming up as a musician, I compare events, I host reality shows. I do everything. Now I have a radio show. I had a TV show that I had to pause because I was doing everything by myself. See the look on her face. Why do you think I've been around this long?
Yeah, you have to keep reinventing yourself, right?
Yes.
And he's now an actor.
Yes.
I saw him in...
I love the look on her face.
Yeah. You act as well?
Yes.
Yeah. I saw him in...
I'm in Jim Ike's Bad Comments. And I'm in Tony Abraham's Ghost and the Tart 2 that just got on Netflix. And then there's also a new series Jim Ike has been shooting. I actually played lead on that one.
Excuse me?
So the price is going up. The price is going up. So.
Obviously.
Yes, thank you.
So, those of you who've been wondering, so where has he been all this while? What's he been doing? He just told you.
I've been working. I've been acting, and I've been doing my humanitarian work. I still do that. I've been doing that for the past 8 years. So that's actually why I started a radio show. Because like I keep saying on the show, a lot of Nigerians have issues, but they don't know where to go to or how to go about it or who to meet. So I've been doing a lot of that online, and I decided to start a radio show where people actually call in, we discuss their issues and whatever type of assistance they need, be it proper police, be it medical, be it human rights organizations, be it lawyers. I connect them to people and police who will do the job and not say, give us 2 naira for fuel or then who gone.
That song comes to mind.
What's up?
I will never follow you
to that station. That's one of the reasons I did that song. Is police? But the title was a question. Is police your friend? I have some who are my friends.
Ask her.
No, but for real, they're not all bad. Trust me. Just like not all Nigerians are bad. We have great Nigerians.
There are more good Nigerians than bad.
But then, like they say, it's the bad news travels fast.
Very fast.
So sometimes when I hear people talk about trying to clamp down on social media, or social media is always spreading bad things, I always tend to remind them that social media spreads what you feed it. So the same social media that spreads the bad thing you've just done
will spread
the good thing you've done. So stop trying to clamp down on social media and do good and see how social media will spread it.
That song leads me to this question. We will be talking more industry with you, naturally. Okay. Your song would be in the class of what I think you guys call conscious music.
Yes.
A song that's talking about something. That helped. Earlier we were talking about some social consciousness songs.
Me, I like my
Me, I like
country.
my country.
I
Reminds me
like
of
them too.
Wale Tunji Oyelano and the Benders featuring Wale Soyinka. I love my country. I
I
no
know
go
go
lie.
lie.
All those songs. So it
Yeah.
would seem like those things, as important as they are to us, they don't. They're not. They're few and far between now.
Yeah.
And well, I understand that the musicians are in the business to make money, but then you need to have a nation to make the money in.
Yeah, or you just go abroad, like a lot of other people are doing.
Okay.
If
Yeah.
the nation, see, every Nigerian wants this nation to be great,
Yeah.
but unfortunately, it just seems to be like the people who are in the position to make policies that will make the nation great are not doing it.
Yes. However, the music industry back in time, 30, 20, 25, 40 years ago, decided that we're not just going to watch things go on this way. They used music, the power of music, repetitive refrains to compel governments to look in a particular direction over and over and over again until some changes happen. That's the question I'm asking.
I believe it wasn't the industry that decided that, it was the individuals. It was the
Individuals,
entertainers
okay.
themselves. Because we have some who have never even done any conscious
And
music.
I agree
some
with
were
you.
commissioned.
Yeah, and some were commissioned. Thank you. So I applaud the ones who actually did it by
On their
themselves
own.
without being paid
Yeah.
for it. I applaud them more. And then, but then the question I'll ask, were there really any changes? Because the same things Fela and them Oga Wale Soyinka sang about is still what's happening right now. It's even gotten worse. Yeah, some will say, yeah, it's gotten worse because now we have social media. Everything that happens is spread. But then
Amplified.
the most constant thing in life is change. So this is the time of social media, smartphones. So whatever you do will be put out there. So it now boils down to the individual. What will you do? Will you do good or will you do bad?
You decided to do something,
Oh, yeah.
and you definitely weren't goaded
No.
to do
Never.
is police your friend. No one would go the rugged man, for God's sake. They're not the look high. Now, so in that regard, would it be fair to advise musicians with the voice, such as yourself, the Two Faces of this world? Two Faces also did that Power of Niger
Faces of
song,
the
and a
even
number
the
of
vote not fight and things.
and
Yeah.
of those things. How significantly do you think? Because I know before you decided to do that song, for instance, you knew it was going to have one impact or the other.
Yes.
What would you be saying to anyone who you think you guys need to look in this direction?
Well, I'll tell them you're talking entertainers, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Mostly
I've
entertainers.
been doing that. I've been doing that because I know a couple of years ago when the whole police brutality thing was getting was getting on the rise. I actually did a video where I talked to entertainers. I said, look,
So what are you
They
saying?
don't do anyhow.
What are
They
you
don't do
saying?
any-
What I'm
Anyhow.
saying is they don't do anyhow. They don't come out and talk anyhow to the people
See,
or of
we are
the
doing
people.
anyhow in Nigeria. Is what you're saying.
What do you mean?
Anyhow goes in
What
this
do you
country.
mean?
This is one of the anyhow. But the thing about it is I'm happy.
Oh, jeez.
I'm happy the hardship in this country has humbled a lot of people. Now, have you ever heard anybody say, I will feed your family? Who are you?
Do you know who I
I
am?
will pack my children and follow you. If you're
Straight.
telling me that you feed my family, who are
Straight.
I follow you, boss? Let's go. That's another skit I want to do.
Okay, let's stay with the industry for a bit. We've had structure in this industry before,
Kind of.
so we never really had.
We never really had. Because
Go on.
Because I was going to say there was a time we had the likes of Premier Records, Sony Records, and co.
Yes.
But what they now realized was they were pumping in so much money, but weren't able to track or make back the money because we didn't have that structure. When I say structure, the way they have the iTunes, they have the Spotify, you could put your music somewhere, you could check like now, you can check the streams. It wasn't available then in Nigeria.
Yeah.
And they were just spending money. And then at a point, everybody left.
Okay, so if we're to structure the industry, you've been around, and I know you study the system. You've also mentored quite a few, entertainers as well. So if you're gonna help them to put the business before the show while it remains show business, what are the structures that you think are absent or are missing to help us? You said the other time, and of course everyone has an idea how big entertainment is in the structured world, to use your word again. So if we're going to structure the entertainment industry made up of music, movies, comedy, the rest of them, what kind of structure would you be considering are necessary to help us put it right so that we can make money
Harvest.
out of it? Harvest, thank you.
Yeah, the government still has to come into it because they need to support bodies like MCSN, who are like the collective copyright associations, and then there's PMAN, the Performing Musicians Employers Association of Nigeria, which I'm a member of. Now I'm a member. Before I wasn't because I didn't see what they were doing before. But until
What about COSON?
COSON is a collecting body. It's a baby from PMAN, but he went rogue. He started collecting money and really wasn't giving it out. That's why there was a whole lot of issues on, the license being revoked and everything.
Oh, the license has been
It
revoked?
was revoked, yeah. I don't know if they've gotten it back or not, but then part of the structure, there's no transparency. Money is being collected, but we don't know how it's being shared. You might just get a check of 20,000 naira in December. And you're wondering, but you can't see the backlog. You can't see how your music was streamed or downloaded.
There's no back office.
So these are part of the structures. But that's what PMAN has been working on for a while. We started biometric ID card scheme. Okay, I actually joined PMAN because the now president of PMAN, Pretty Okafo. If you remember Junior and Pretty.
Junior and Pretty, yeah.
Junior is late, God rest his soul. The now president of PMAN, Pretty Okafo, called me and once he said PMAN, then he said he wanted to meet with me, he wanted to talk to me. Out of respect for him, I went. He blew my mind with his idea of, okay, now imagine a situation where you want to release music. The way you release, when you want to put out a song, you go on iTunes, you pay a certain amount of money and they put it in the system for you. Then the downloads, of course, you share Now he wants to do that with Nigeria. Imagine a situation where you want to release one song. You go to PMAN, you register that song. Instead of going to iTunes, you register with the PMAN. They code it for you. They encode the song, meaning basically wherever it's, and then you can get an access to the backlog where you can to the dashboard where you see where it's been streamed, how it's been streamed, how many downloads and everything. Now the part that
so you can track the income that's supposed to come from it.
Now the part that tripped me the most was now he's bringing a bank into the picture. So basically, you register in the bank, you get your ATM card. You get your ATM card. Now your ATM card is also your P-Man ID card. Now that code that they put into your song is linked to that account.
So every time it is streamed, the money goes straight to the account.
you. So now, if you're a record label, you're an
Interesting.
artist, I'm the music producer, he's the composer, we all come together, we have what is called a spreadsheet, and everybody states what their part was in the production, and then there's a percentage for everybody, and we all register for P-Man, we all have our cards, and we all have our links. So that way, once yours is 20%, 40%, 50%,
Directly.
70%, and the government and VAT, government. So once it's downloaded or streamed, once you get your percentage, you get your percent. Nothing like the middleman that's been plaguing the Nigerian music industry. We've had so many telcos come in and say, yes, they want to do, they have this downloading stream, and which was a major, or is still a major problem, because as I speak to you, telcos sell Nigerian music and they take 70% and the owner of the music takes 30%. We've been fighting this for a while. And because some powerful people are part of the owners of those telcos, they frustrate our efforts most of the time. So these are part of the structures. We're still going to Abuja on Monday or Tuesday to still, talk more about this, to just sort out this telcos issue.
Better
Okay.
late than never.
Yeah, better later, at least we're alive. So
Okay.
yeah.
Ruggedy, so in closing, what are you working on now? What are we expecting next?
Well, what you should be expecting next from Ruggedman, yes, I haven't dropped music in a while, so yes, I have a new song with featuring Falz the Bad Guy and Small Doctor.
Oh my God.
Produced by
What
Mastercraft.
kind of combination?
Character. Hi, Falz.
He's doing that knee challenge. Nah, man, we should have done it. Okay, well, no. So I have a new song with Falz the Bad Guy, featuring Falz the Bad Guy, Small Doctor, produced by Mastercraft, and then I have another one produced by Kims. But I'm working on shooting the video for that, and then of course I want to start a mini series on still along the humanitarian side, where I start talking about things happening to people. Okay, I don't want to talk too much. But then, yeah, there's a mini-series coming out.
You are working?
Yeah, I'm working.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
Yes. And then more movies.
Okay, Michael Gochuku Stevens. Who's that? I mean, Ruggedman. Thank you very much for coming to talk to us this morning. We wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you.
Right. So, my dear partner.
I have no words.
We shall be back next week.
Yes.
And we shall bring you a fresh edition. My name is Ayo Makinde.
My name would have been Alero Edu if I was female, but yes.
Thank God I'm still Ruggedman.
All right, then. See you next week. Bye-bye.